Hey everybody, I'm going to be showing you how to replace the door gasket on one of our top mount legacy Frigidaire refrigerators today. This one's got a little bit of age on it, and at some point in time somebody has accidentally put a black gasket on here. It's the right size gasket, just the wrong color. We prefer a gray gasket, or it comes from the factory with a gray gasket on this unit. So the first step in replacing a gasket on one of these is actually removing the gasket, the old gasket, and you're just going to grab it in a corner and gently pry outwards. This gasket actually has a channel that it fits into. It's got this little ribbing section. They call this the dart, but that dart actually slides into our channel and it holds it in place. So this is easy enough to pull off. I know a lot of times whenever I've got a new install and I've got to reverse the doors, I'll actually pull the gasket off completely over and then press it right back in, but we've got a new gasket for this one, so let's get our new gasket. So our new gasket came to us in a box to help it maintain its shape. Alright, so what I like to do whenever I'm installing a gasket on a door, a brand new gasket, I set the corners first. I always go for the corners first. Go to each corner and press it in firmly until you can see the gasket compress on the back. If you do all four corners first, because they're the ones that'll fight you to get in there, if there's a little bit of a difference in the gasket that you have in the original gasket, then you can go back around and just kind of press the gasket into its channel. All the way around the door. Now let's check this one for its fit. Alright, so whenever it comes to the seal on this thing, we want to make certain that we're getting good contact against the cabinet all the way around. A lot of times I used to, whenever I was in the field, I would actually set the gaskets out in the driveway or on the hood of my vehicle just to let them warm up, let them heat up a little bit. That makes the rubber softer so that it can actually shift or give a little bit easier during this process, and it'll actually kind of conform better. And I've even seen techs that have used hair dryers. If you use a hair dryer, you be extra cautious because you can melt that gasket. That is something that I have had to use in the past to get a gasket to fit, but if you do use a hair dryer, use extreme caution, because if you keep that hair dryer in one spot too long, you're going to end up melting that gasket, and you're just going to end up ordering another one and trying this job again. Mine actually looks like it's got a good fit though. It's got good suction. Now you're never going to have as much suction immediately. This gasket has not had a chance to conform to the unit. It hasn't been sitting on this door like the one that you had taken off of it. So the consumer may say something like, well, this one doesn't seem to hold as well, or it doesn't seem to stick as good. Just let them know, reassure them, time's going to remedy this issue for them. Just let it sit and it will actually correct itself. The big thing is, let them know if they start to see any frost or ice building up around the door, obviously something has gone wrong and they do need to call us back.